Hello everyone, welcome to TradexBulls. I hope you all are doing well. So this video will be completely different from all our previous videos. This video, as the name suggests, will be an intraday trading strategy video, and this will be the first of this series which will be going on in the future if you show us enough love and support. So if you love the video and learned something from it, make sure you click the like button. It helps us, it motivates us. Also, if you are new to the channel, you might have noticed that we are very close to 900 subscribers. So please hit the subscribe button if you are here for the first time. I can tell you that you won't be disappointed. So now let's talk about the video. This will be a purely intraday trading strategy, or you can call it a technical analysis video. This is a very basic technical analysis video, and we will cover everything in the technical analysis from basics to advanced. So intraday trading, as we know, is one of the hardest section of trading as compared to positional or swing trading, and only mere 10% of people get successful in it. So if you want to be profitable, you have to enter that 10% group. So as you can guess, it is very hard to be profitable in intraday trading if you don't know about technical analysis. But don't worry, with this video and with this complete series, we will help you get better at technical analysis so you can be profitable in the long run. So now let's move on to our topic for the day. So the topic that we are going to cover today is Vwap. Many of you might have heard about it and many of you are new to it, but don't worry, I will explain it and I will explain how to use it to get the maximum benefit out of it. So first, let's talk about what is Vwap. Vwap is volume weighted average price. So that is the full form of it. But to explain it briefly, VWAP is the ratio of the total amount of any asset that is being traded divided by its volume. But don't worry, we don't need to remember all these steps. We just need to know how VWAP works and how we can use it on our day-to-day trading. So while doing analysis of any stock or any underlying asset, price action method is a very valuable method. In price action, the main two components are price itself and the volume. The main two components of VWAP is volume and price. So while doing technical analysis, VWAP becomes very important because it has the two main components of price action in it. Now, if we open money control, we can see VWAP for any stock on the top right corner. But generally most of us tend to ignore it, but it is a very important component. That is why it is on the top right corner. So I hope next time when you open money control, you won't ignore VWAP. Now, what is VWAP used for? So first of all, VWAP is a very important instrument for intraday trading. So you won't see many people using it for swing trading or positional trading. So it is purely an instrument to be used in intraday trading. And besides that, it can be used as a filter in your current setup. So VWAP is an excellent indicator to indicate the market sentiment or the sentiment of the stock on which you are using it. So those were the main two reasons for which VWAP is used. Now we will learn about how to find it and how to apply it on charts and how to use it to get the maximum benefit out of it. I'll be explaining everything on Zerodha because that is what I use for trading. So now what you have to do is to open Zerodha and open any chart and go to studies and type VWAP there, and you can find VWAP on the second option. After selecting VWAP, you don't need to change any settings. Keep all the settings default. Just you can change the color of the VWAP line to your liking. So now the red line that you can see on my chart is the VWAP. So after applying the VWAP, a question might arrive that which time frame do we use it on? So here's one thing I want to add, that VWAP works best on the smaller time frame. So according to me, 5 minutes and the 15 minutes are the best choice. But then again, it can differ from person to person. For me personally, I love 15-minute candle because it is a smaller time frame. Also, it eliminates all the noise that are in the 5-minute candles. So I love to use VWAP on the 15-minute time frames for the best results. So now we know how to apply it and which time frame to use it on. So now the next question arises, that how to trade using VWAP. So for example, we will take 15 minutes candle, and the first point over here is for buying trading and the second point is for selling trading. So listen to me very closely and carefully because this is the main part of the video. If we are going for buy trade, we will wait for the 15-minute candle to close our VWAP line. I will repeat it one more time. If we are going for buy trade, we will wait for the 15-minute candle to close above the VWAP line. So once the candle closes above the VWAP line, we will enter into the next candle with our buy position. And if we are going short selling or selling, then we will wait for the candle to close below the VWAP line. I will repeat it one more time. If we are going for sell trade, we will wait for the candle to close below the VWAP line, just the opposite of the buy trade. And now moving on to the third point, double check always. We will always double check. We will not jump into any trade before the candle closes. We will not jump into any trade seeing that the candle is going above the VWAP line or below the VWAP line. We will wait for the candle to proper close and we will enter on the next candle. And the last point is for improving the accuracy of the system. We will always check the market sentiments. If Nifty is green and Nifty is bullish, we will look for buying opportunities and we will use this filter to find buy trades. And if the Nifty is bearish or in red, we will look for the selling opportunities and we will use this filter to find sell trades. We will not go against the trend. Make it as a rule, keep it as discipline that we will only go with the trend. If Nifty is green, we will look for buying opportunities, and Nifty is red, we will look for selling opportunities. Now let me take you to the charts to see how this works. Let me remind you one more time before going into the charts. If the 15-minute candle is closing above the VWAP line, we will go for buy trade, and if it closes below the VWAP line, we will go for sell trade. So this is Tata Motors chart, and we are using 15-minute candles as you can see, and the red line on the video is my VWAP. It is my VWAP line. So as you can see over here, this candle closes below the VWAP line decisively. You can see the candle has closed below the VWAP line clearly. So that gives us a sell signal. So on to the next candle, which is this one. We will place our sell order in Tata Motors and we will aim for 1:2 returns. So you can either aim for 1:2 or you can target 1% or 2% intraday returns. 1 to 2% intraday returns is well enough because if you're making profit consistently, you will end up making good money at the end of the month. And this sell trade over here has given us more than 2% return. So that is how you trade using VWAP. Now I will take you to another chart. So this is Reliance chart on the 15-minute time frame. You can check it yourself because the trade was of the last trading session, so it will be easier for you to find. So this is the 15-minute chart of Reliance. As you can see over here, this candle clearly closed below the VWAP line, which had given a clear sell signal in Reliance. And on the last trading session, Nifty was bearish as well, so we went on with the trade. So on this candle, we entered our short position in Reliance, and you will be amazed to see that Reliance has hit our target and gave us decent profit on intraday. So it is very simple. Whenever the candle closes below the VWAP line, you go for short trade, and whenever the candle closes above the VWAP line, you go for buy trade, keeping in mind the market sentiment on that particular day. Practice this on charts yourself and let us know in the comment section that how it is working for you. and how much accuracy you can generate in the backtest. We would love to know it. So now let's go on to the next question, which is what should be the stop loss? So the first stop loss that you can keep is the previous candle's low or high. If you are going for a buy trade, the candle in which you are entering the trade, you will keep the stop loss as the previous candle's low. And if you are going for the sell trade, you will keep the stop loss as the previous candle's high. And another method for stop loss is the Vwap itself. So if you are going for buy trade and the trade doesn't go according to you and the stock reverses and it closes below the Vwap or it comes down below the Vwap, get stopped out of it. And if you are going for a sell trade, if the stock reverses from there and it touches the Vwap and goes above it, get stopped out of it. So that should be a second method for stop loss. You should always aim for 1:2. That means if your stop loss is 5 rupees, you should target 10 rupees. Now let's discuss when to avoid this setup. The first thing that you should keep in mind that you should never chase a trend. So if you missed a trend, like if you missed a upside break or downside break and you notice it after some time when the trend has already started, you should avoid that and search for other trends and other breaks. So the second thing to keep in mind is you should never jump in early. Like I said, always let the candle to close below or above the VWAP line. Never enter early. And the third thing to keep in mind or to avoid is to never go against the market trend. Always go with the trend. The chances of you being profitable when you go with the trend is much more than when you go against the trend. So that sums it up for this video. I hope you liked it and learned something new. If you liked it, please click on the like button and don't jump into trading straight away from the next day. First learn the system and learn about this and do your paper trade and backtesting, and you can wait for the upcoming videos which will be more about technical analysis to add with this and to create your own setup for profitable journey ahead. So drop a like if you liked the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also don't forget to join our Telegram group so you don't miss out on any updates. See you all in the next one. Keep learning, keep earning.